Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we gonna work on this Kia Optima. It's gonna be the same thing for the Hyundai Sonata as well, and we're gonna change the oil pan, which is this right here, because they have a hole right here like a bullet hole, but I don't think it's a bullet hole. It's probably some point of the tow truck hit it right here, because this is not the first one. I think this is the third one I did with the same hole at the same spot, so I think it's probably the tow truck though that. So I'm gonna raise the car up some more, and you guys gonna go ahead and subscribe, and then we're gonna come right back. So we need to remove this part of the cover, the oil, the service part. The service door is not there already, so no need to remove that. So get your 10mm, remove this, remove all the thing, all the 10mm on it. And also there's a clip right here. You just pull down on it and push up on that one, come down like that. You go ahead and remove it. So actually you have two clips, not just one. So once that is off, you're gonna have a lot of room to work. So guys, you want to remove this 17mm for your drain plug, and just drain out the rest of the oil that's in the pan, because some gonna left in there no matter what, so it might not be a lot. And it should look real dark. So the oil finished drain, and we're just gonna need to remove these 10mm. We also need to remove this bracket right here. So, and we also need to take out these two bolts from the AC compressor so we can get the brackets out, because the bracket need to be removed. So let's get started on the bracket. So it's gonna be 12mm. Let's go ahead and take them loose, bring it up so you can see what I'm doing. 12mm for this, 12mm for this also. Just go ahead and just remove that. So once we get these out, you don't have to take them all the way out, you can just bring them back like that. We need to take off these 12mm from around from the bracket, so the bracket can come down. So 12mm, remove the bracket. I'll leave a link in the description for the tools that I use. So that's it for that. So you just need to shake it and it will come down like this. This is what the bracket look like for your AC compressor. So you can call it AC compressor bracket. And now we're just gonna have these 10mm. So I don't want to really bore you with all that, so I'm just gonna pause the video and take out all those 10mm. So as you can see, I removed some already. This is a different size bolt, and that look like it's a 12 point, so a 6-point socket won't work, so I get a 12-point socket for that. And I'm just gonna remove everything. So those two bolts right here with a different top is gonna be 12mm, but you have to have a 12-point socket. What I mean with a 12-point socket, as you can see, this is a 6-point socket and this is a 12-point socket. You see the difference?
You lift?
Probably. So you want to check, make sure you have all the screws and bolts. Once that is out, it's time to pry it down. So what you can do is try to get a flathead screwdriver between here, or you can try and this side. So you basically want to get something flat between the oil pan and the engine. Your one might not be as easy as mine. I can hear mine coming, but it's not even that easy too. So mine is not easy after all. Thought it was gonna be easier, but it's not. You just gotta work your way around. So as you can see, my oil pan bent a little bit, but you get the drift. I'm trying to go between there, and if your oil pan is bent like that, that's no problem, because that's what we're changing. So let's get back to it. And you also have a cutout here if you want to try to start right there. Just another update, still going at it, but it's coming more and more. I can get my fingers in there, so I'm just gonna pull down on it. So we're just gonna have to leave this under here for all the oil that's falling down, and we're gonna have to clean this right here. So what I do right here, I clean the surface. As you can see, just gotta wipe down the oil that's drained on it. But apart from that, put the silicone right around the top after I wipe it down. So let's go ahead and install it now. All right, make sure the pan is set right. So the drain plug goes to the back. So once you have it like that, you want to get like your screws, your 10mm, and catch them up. You want to do it like that. Once you catch more than one, if you catch two, the rest of the hole gonna line up perfectly. So just go ahead and just catch everything you can. What you can do is get your 10mm and just drive up one or so just to hold it, so you can get moving with the rest of the screw. So you don't even need to tighten it as much. So once you get that, you just want to catch all of them and tighten them up. Alright, so once you bring up everything, you just want to try to get it from this side to this side to this side to this side to this side, just like that. You don't have to do nothing too crazy. Don't over tighten it if you don't have the torque spec. Or you can go ahead and Google the torque spec. Or if I remember to put it in the description, I will put it. So those, you just want to go ahead and get your 12mm that you use to take it off and put it up. And that's up. Just gonna double check on it because I know this impact don't tighten it as much. It's kind of weak. Alright, there you go. The next step is to get your bracket. You gotta install the bracket. So you push the bracket, slide it up into place just like that, and just catch the bolts. So what I like to do before I tighten the bracket, I want to make sure I catch the two bolts that go into the bracket from the compressor, from the AC compressor. Once those are catch, and I know they're in the bracket, then I can go ahead and tighten up everything. So I just catch these two bolts right here and tighten up everything. All right. So after you tighten up everything, you just wanna let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes or more if you can let it sit for that long. And then you just add your oil, and then you crank the car up and let it run, and then you can check if it's leaking. And I would suggest that you just change your filter, since we already removed the oil. Might as well just do a complete oil change since all the oil was out. So just change the filter, which I'm hoping you know how to do. So get a filter puller, This is a filter puller. You just use it to hold the filter and twist it off. And just get your new filter, install it also. Got a new filter right here. Once you make contact with the rubber to the filter bracket, you're just gonna try to make a full turn. And that's good enough.